is up, guys? So today I'm going to be making a little video filming a few of my snakes, and then I'm going to talk a little more about some of my lizards and their setups. So stay tuned. Right. We're going to be feeding Sylvester, the yellow anaconda, but first we have to find him because he likes to burrow. So he was just hiding under his water bowl. We're going to go ahead and feed him a small frozen rat. He may not be hungry. Let's see, said he'll take it. And that is my carpet python, Dave. Upon getting them, you want them to feel safe and like they're in their naturalistic environment. You want the temperatures right. You don't want high humidity. So for me, I got this girl eating in one day. I'm sure she's had a stressful little life being imported and finally getting shipped here, but she was comfortable enough in this setup that she started eating, and she's semi-comfortable with me. She's kind of skittish around me, but she'll let me hold her and sit in my hand for a second. So I offered her a bowl for her food that I made, and I wanted it to feel kind of natural, so she likes to climb up it and kind of get in there and eat, which is cool. And then of course this is just some decoration. And then this little tortoise shell acts as a hide, so she'll usually sleep in there. Now her daytime temps for the basking are around, like I said, 115 degrees, and then on the cool side it's more around 90. And at nighttime I do put a black light in there, like 50 watt black light, just to keep the temperatures from getting too cool, because we are in late September, so it is getting down in the 60s at nighttime. So you can see she's still a little skittish, but if I pick her up, she just kind of hangs out for a minute. Alright guys, so next I wanted to talk about my Sumatran baby Asian water monitor, or Sumatran monitor. This is the setup. It is 4x2x2, and it is just a baby, so this will be good for maybe close to a year. But you can see I have a basking rock over here, which gets around 115 to 120 degrees. I have this little pot that is actually for a flower pot, but I figured it was a perfect little depth for him to bask in and swim around for now. And then this is a little tube off a, actually off of this right here. So I took one level off. And then this is a hide I made that he actually doesn't really use, but I figured he could go inside there. And then another little hide that he uses a lot. And then his little food bowl. And then I have this branch back here he likes to climb up and bask on. And that's about it. I decorated the back with some coconut fiber. You can see it's real splotchy. I need to finish doing it, but for now it does the job. So I used for a substrate a mix of cocoa and cypress, and this is just like the natural cypress from Home Depot. So I did spray it with provenamide to kill any bugs. So this is the little guy. He's still a little skittish obviously, but he's usually pretty calm. He never tries to bite or anything like that. He just kind of looks at me like trying to figure me out. This guy is an import, which I always say, you know, it's risky getting imports, but he's been really healthy and he's also been eating right away. And I like to think a lot of that's due to having a nice setup for him, having a good hot spot, a good cool side, and you know, higher humidity levels, because these guys do like the water and high humidity. So that's a Keo, and I just wanted to briefly go over his setup. He is eating a variety of food right now. He eats super worms, pieces of chicken, and shrimp. I've also fed him some minnows and a baby pinky mouse. So if you have any questions about these guys, feel free to ask. Little Sylvester just finished his rat. Alright, so I wanted to do a little update on my Savannah Monitor. So he's still a little squeamish, as you can see, but he's pretty chill for the most part. He doesn't try and nip or anything like that. I handle him for about 5 minutes a day just to get him used to me and so he knows I'm not a threat, but he's still, as you can see, kind of nervous. But these are really good pets, especially for the price. You just have to make sure you get them from someone that at least took care of them. A lot of them are imports, but you don't want to just get them from a reptile show, someone that's just in it for a quick buck. He's in shed right now, but we're gonna give him a little super worm. Here you go, buddy. Oh, no. He's a little slow sometimes. A little slow. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get in the Hans tank. Just fed him some chicken. Looks like he took one piece. And I put that rat tail in here for the turtles. So in here I have a painted turtle, a soft shell turtle, and 2 musk turtles and a ridgeback musk turtle. And the ridgeback and the soft shell mostly stay buried in the sand. The other 2 are usually out, and Hans doesn't bother them. He doesn't really care about them. They crawl all over him. They try and hide under him when I come over here, and he just leaves them be. And he never shows any aggression towards them, but he has been with turtles since he was a baby. Let's see, this is Apollo, the alligator snapping turtle. And these guys have just been absolutely great eaters. I'm not sure if they put on any weight yet. I haven't had them too long, but I would think they have. They eat a nice little variety, so they can get their protein, their calcium. And these guys are actually going to be part of a breeder program that one of my good buddies came up with, and it's going to be a non-profit. So him and I will do a video on that in the future, but that's what I have for these. And these are super hefty turtles. Like, he feels like he's 50 pounds holding them out like this, but last weight he was only 27. Look, this is a good shot of his little worm-like appendage. So that wiggles underwater, and then it attracts fish, and they just sit like that with their mouth open. The fish comes in to get it, and wham, they got dinner. But here, he just gets chicken and minnows tossed in his mouth, basically. So he's a little spoiled guy. Alright, and then if you follow me on Instagram, you know this little guy. This is Goose, and he is almost a year old. I think he makes a year next month. So you can see he's put on some great size. He was very slow at the beginning, and just since March, he's, I would say, triple or quadrupled in size. But he's getting to that nippy point. You can see his little baby appendage. Maybe a little special because he just bites his arms non-stop when you have him out. So this is Maverick. Many of you may remember him. He is coming up on about 2 years old. I've had him for a while. He was a little tiny hatchling when I got him. He was a little bigger than my thumbnail. But he's put it on very good size. You can see he doesn't really care to miss a meal. But he's healthy. Common snapping turtles do tend to be a little thicker and especially being a wild caught one or a captive bred one, he is going to be healthy. So he has a good bit amount of space to move around in, but he usually just likes to hide under one of these little pieces of driftwood that I have and kind of chill out. He's looking at me on the camera. Oh. So he was pretty chill for the first about year I had him. You can see now he thinks he's biting at me, but he's biting at the camera screen. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put him back. All right, so this is Bowser, and I actually got him at the NARBC show in February of this year. And he was also a little hatchling, so he's put on some very good size. I mean, before, when I would hold him, my finger would basically cover his whole shell. He has some very nice coloration, as you can see. And he's also not one to miss a meal. And he's still pretty laid back. He'll let you pet him on the head. Good stuff. And I'm hoping he stays like that. But Maverick was also like that until he was about a yearish, a little over a year old. So this is Bowser, the common snapping turtle that thinks he's a sumo wrestler. So Joe, previously Carol, the pixie frog, is getting super thick. So I wanted to go ahead and show you her eating a few super worms and getting a weight on her for future reference. All right, so she is 189 grams. She is so funny to watch eat. And these are just little snacks for her. She's big enough to eat rats now. But she's pretty skilled. She's more skilled, or he's more skilled than Carol, the other one. He has a gimp leg and really struggles. One more. Got him. The way to sex these guys is their mouth. So he has a very big mouth. When they're babies, I just assumed it was a female. Oh my goodness, he's trying to eat the camera. So now that he's a little bigger, I can see from the wide mouth that it is in fact a male. The mouth is not near as wide, and that's the easiest way to tell male from female. That's gonna be it, guys. I just wanted to do a brief little vlog video showing you a few of my animals, feeding them and all that good stuff. So drop down below in the comments what you'd like to see in the future. It's getting a little warm here, so we're not gonna have any more herping for about 5 more months. But I have plenty of animals to do little features on, to do cage builds, whatever. You let me know. Thanks for watching.